So when we first go on shift, we need to check our life pack. To do this, we just switch it on here, wait for it to turn on, and we need to be able to change it into
select electrodes.
Manual mode and automatic mode by doing this. Yes, no, there we go, it's in manual mode now. Okay, so first we're going to run a user test. To do that, we just push options, go down to user test, push OK. While it's doing that, we'll check the pockets. In this pocket here, we normally have spare paper for the printer. We have our end-tidal CO2 ready here, our PowerPoint, and here we have our SPO2 monitor. That's all fine, there's no damages there, the connection's fine. And here we have our 3 lead. Okay, so we have a 12 lead in here also. We need to be able to connect this to the 3 lead cord. By doing so, we just pop that out and plug that into there. So that is fine. When packing it away, make sure you always coil it up nicely, because if you do get to a job, you are going to need to get it out very quickly and don't want to be getting tangled up. So after doing that, we are going to check the user test, and that user test passed, so that is fine. Keep that there, and we're going to check our paper and printer. So to get us through the shift, that is fine. Now around here we have spare ECG dots, and we normally have spare defib pads as well. And here we have the adult and peds BP cuff. And to check the batteries, we'll just pop this open and push the buttons here. So we've got 3 green lights on there, that one's fine. We only have 1 green light on this one, so we would need to pop that out and replace it with a fully charged battery. Just like that. So back to the start here. Now we're going to go into this pocket here. In here we have our AED leads. And we have our pads here. This is normally what the pads will be connected to when you have a life pack on shift. So we plug it into here, and that is fine. We have a little pocket around here that has our aspirin, GTN, and a razor. Always check the expiry dates on these and make sure they are fine. Put that in that pocket, and we have a test cell here. To test this, we'll just pop that on, pop it onto there, like that, and we will run a test. So here we can go into the charge, 360 joules. Let it run up to. There we go, push the shock button and that is fine. We also need to dump a shock if we need to do that. So push charge and you just push this button here and that disarms it. Also, if you need to change the lead size, we can do that, we can change that here. And the size of the ECG size right there. Okay, also one more thing, we need to be able to turn up the volume, which is right there, the alarm volume. Push OK again, and you can adjust the volume right there. Yep, and that is our life pack. So first I'm going to check my oxygen. I know this is oxygen because it's normally a white tank with a black cap. Sometimes it has a tag on it that states whether it's in use, full or empty. We normally have to leave these laying down for a safety reason. Also, it could break the regulator if it falls over. First, with our regulator, we're going to check our Botox seal to make sure there is no leaking. Alright, pop that back on. It's fine. Line the prongs up. Tighten it up. Okay, then we check if it's full or not. Make sure it's off. Yep, so we don't have much oxygen in this one, but it's got about 1000 psi. That's enough for this video. Turn it off, then we're going to hook up our, make sure we have good flow first. And we're going to hook up our simple mask. Put the tubing on, make sure it's nice and tight. With this mask, we normally run it at a rate of 6 to 10 litres, and it'll give the patient about 60% oxygen. Put it on 10. That's done. Turn it off. Bleed it out. So when you start your shift in the morning, you need to check your first response kit and make sure it has everything that you need. In this pocket here we have an adult BP cuff, peds BP cuff, thermometer, pupil torch, clothing shearing scissors, a stethoscope, and a BGL kit. You need to check the BGL kit, make sure you've got enough blood strips and needles. In this pocket here, it's normally just PPE, miscellaneous pocket, glasses, and we have a mat, mat in there. This pocket here is normally our wound care. We've got saline, different size bandages. We have triangle bandages and different size tapes. 2 different size tapes. We've got the tourniquets, 2 tourniquets, the gauze strips. We also have some steri strips in here. Around here in this pocket, we have our emphasis bags, cervical spine collar, lanyards, a couple of masks, and our ethyl chloride spray. Pocket over here we have our 60ml syringe. We've got our glucagon, some glucose, and some oral glucose. The oral glucose you only give to conscious patients too. Okay, moving on to the large pocket. Here we have our pain medication. We've got methoxy, paracetamol, ibuprofen, ondansetron, and some antihistamines. We need to check that the expiry dates are fine and check every single packet. So here in this pocket we have NPAs, OPAs, we have some forceps, some lube for the NPAs, we have our laryngoscope kit, and a biohazard bag. This pocket here we have our nebulizing masks with an adult and a peds, and all the tubing required. We need to check our medication, ibuprofen, and make sure the expiry dates are fine. We've got prednisone in there as well, and yeah, ibuprofen, that's fine. They are in date. We have saline fluid, a towel for positioning the head, so it's good for that. And our LMA kit, you just need to go through there, make sure everything's intact and in working order. We have our adults bag valve mask kit and our peds bag valve mask kit, IV roll, and our shark container. Over here we have our C-spine collar and a couple of different splints, cardboard, and these ones. So, with that adult bag valve mask, I'm just going to check it quickly to make sure it is okay. With this, you just pop it out. You can put your hand over here, make sure you can't hear any airflow. That means it's fine. To check this bag, we can put it over here and blow it up, and that's fine. There's no air leaking. That's cool. One of our pre-checks is our suction kit. We need to first ensure all the tubing is on tight and there is no cracks or breaks anywhere. Check the rigid catheter, make sure there is no blocks or cracks anywhere. And we turn it on to full, make sure we have enough battery, and hold down the test button whilst clinking the tube. Once it gets to the top, we know this is fine. This machine's currently not working, so we're just going to have to run with it. to check the suction, we would block it here and also check the suction is good. Now, we always use it when the patient is on their side, and I would never use the rigid catheter in a moving ambulance or with an unstable patient such as one having seizures. We always turn it on to full, block it here, put it carefully into the patient's mouth, no further than what you can see and for no longer than 10 seconds. You always suction on the way out in a circular motion. Now the complications for the suction kit, we can cause hypoxia, laryngospasms, and also stimulate the vagal nerve, which will cause bradycardia. They could also cause soft tissue damage or induce vomiting, and they can aspirate from there. So we've just been dispatched to a patient who has collapsed following chest pain. We've just arrived on scene. We've checked for dangers. There's no dangers around. We're in a warm, dry, safe room. We have one exit over here. We are wearing the appropriate PPE, boots, gloves, and glasses. We're now going to enter. Hello, can you hear me? I'm Tish from the ambulance, and this is my offside line. Hello. It's not responding to voice. It's not responding to pain. I'm going to check in his mouth, make sure there's no obstructions, no objects anywhere, and no vomit. No, there's nothing in there. I'm now going to check and listen for chest rises for 10 seconds. All right, he's in cardiac arrest. Can you start compressions, please, Lan? Place the towel under his head. Now I'm going to call for backup. AUT Manukau, phone comms. We have a cardiac arrest patient. Can you please send backup? Thank you. Hook up my AED. Thank you, Lan. Turn that on. Okay, now.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient.
Insert an OPA to measure.
Shock advised.
Shock advised, standing clear.
Charging. Stay clear of patient.
Clear.
Deliver shock now. Shock delivered.
Shock delivered. Carry on, please, Lan.
Pause.
I'm now going to insert a OPA to measure this. We measure it from the corner of the mouth down to the edge of the mandible. We put it upside down in the patient's mouth and rotate it 180 degrees. Now the complication or the indications for an OPA are GCS below 8 or eligible sounds to pain. Some of the contraindications can be an intact gag reflex, and also the complications can be the wrong size. It can also induce vomiting, cause soft tissue damage, and we cannot use it if the patient has trismus. We would use a NPA if the patient had trismus. Apply some lube. Insert it in one of the nostrils, go around like that, and insert it. The indications for an NPA are a GCS below 8 or eligible sounds to pain. The contraindications can be a TBI or extreme facial trauma. The complications can be polyps or bleeding. I'm now going to set up my bag valve mask. It's all done there. We're going to run this at a rate of 10 to 15 litres per minute. So we'll run it at 15. Good work, please, Lan. Carry on, that's great. We'll run it at 15. Once the bag's inflated. Get a good C grip around the patient's face, make sure it's tight. When administering oxygen, we only want to push the bag about 1/3 of the way, making sure we don't inflate the lungs too much because this could cause gastric inflation.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2. Getting good chest rise and fall at the same time. Lan, when it says analyze, we're going to swap. I'll get you to go towards the feet and come around, and I'll get you to take over the head and the AED.
Good.
Good compressions, Lan. Keep it up. Thank you.
Stop CPR.
Stop CPR.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Stay clear of patient. Analyzing heart rhythm. No shock advised. Pause. If needed, start CPR.
So when doing compressions, we normally do 30 to 2. Okay, Lan, I'll get you to count my compressions for me. Was anyone here today? Did anyone see this?
5,
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Good, chest rise and fall. So you've seen this today. Okay, can you explain to me what happened? Okay, so you just collapsed, all right. You didn't happen to start CPR at all? No, that's fine. That's absolutely okay. Do you know how long he was down for?
7, 8, 9, 30.
Before we got here, 10 minutes roughly? 10 minutes? Okay, no, that's fine. Is he on any medication that you know of? Aspirin? Okay. And has he taken it aspirin today by any chance? You know? No, he hasn't? Okay. No, that's fine. Okay.
7, 8, 9, 30.
Okay, and so you're his daughter, did you say? Okay. Does he have any other medications besides aspirin? No? Okay. Alright, and is he allergic to anything? No.
6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Not allergic to anything either. Okay, that's great. Alright. Lana, when the next analyse goes, I'll get you to swap over again. And carry on counting for the please if you can. Alright, so you're going to be accompanying it to us with us to the hospital today? Yeah, okay. Is there any other family members you need to contact?
8, 9, 30.
Yeah, okay. And what other medical history does he have? Do you know of anything? Has he had a heart attack before? Any heart problems? No heart problems at all in the past? Yes, just one? Okay.
Stop CPR.